Kenny Golladay went from being a star receiver on the Lions to out of the league in just 5 years. In this video, I'm going to go over the rise and fall of Kenny Galladay's career. If you have any feedback, make sure to leave a comment and let's get right into the video. Kenny Golladay finished high school as a 2-star recruit and he committed to the University of North Dakota. In his freshman year, he was a reserve and he ended the season with 30 catches, 429 yards, and a touchdown. In his sophomore season, he had a mini breakout by more than doubling his stats, getting 69 catches, 884 yards, and 8 touchdowns. Entering his junior season, Golladay transferred to Northern Illinois University due to North Dakota firing their head coach. The reason I said his sophomore season was only a mini breakout is because he had over 1,100 yards in each his junior and senior years, getting a combined 18 touchdowns on top of that. Kenny Golladay declared for the 2017 NFL Draft. This was one of the most superstar-packed drafts in recent history, with people like Myles Garrett, Christian McCaffrey, Patrick Mahomes, TJ Watt, and Cooper Kupp getting selected. I could make a 10-minute long video just reading off names from this draft class. The NFL gave Golladay a prospect grade of 5.90, which is an average backup or special teamer. The Lions traded back with the Patriots to the 32nd pick of the 3rd round and used that pick to draft Kenny Golladay. Golladay was listed as the 3rd receiver on the depth chart behind Marvin Jones Jr. and Golden Tate. He finished his rookie season with 28 catches, 477 yards, and 3 touchdowns, which was pretty good considering he was drafted in the late 3rd round and considering what the NFL projected him to be. 2018 would be Galladay's breakout season. At the start of the season, he would still be listed as the 3rd receiver behind Tate and Jones. During the midseason, 2 hours before the trade deadline, the Lions would trade Golden Tate to the Eagles because of his expiring contract. Golladay already had 523 yards at midseason. It would now be moved up in the depth chart, getting more targets than what he used to. He ended the season at the top of the depth chart with 70 catches, 1,063 yards, and 5 touchdowns. In 2019, Golladay would be the official number 1 receiver for the Lions, and he had an even better season than last year despite quarterback troubles. During Week 9, Matthew Stafford fractured his back, benching him for the season. For the rest of the season, Golladay would have David Blau and Jeff Driscoll throwing to him. Golladay ended his 3rd season with 65 catches, 1,190 yards, and 10 touchdowns. This would be the best season of his career. The 2020 season would start rough for Golladay as he missed the first 2 weeks due to a grade 2 hamstring strain. When he returned, the rest of the season looked promising, with him getting 338 yards and a touchdown in his first 4 games back. But in his 5th game, he suffered a hip flexor injury, which would bench him for the season. During the offseason, Golladay was looking forward to getting around $20 million a year, but the Lions didn't have that type of money at the time. They decided not to franchise tag him because they thought they'd be better off rebuilding without him. He would go on to sign a 4-year, $72 million contract with the Giants, getting $40 million guaranteed. In 2021, Golladay was the number 1 option to Daniel Jones, and he was expected to play at the same caliber he did while he was on the Lions, but what happened was the complete opposite. He would play 14 games and end his first season as a Giant with only 37 catches, 521 yards, and 0 touchdowns. This was a huge step down from his previous seasons. The 2022 season is when Galladay's career was basically deemed over. He was no longer a starter and finished the season with only 6 catches, 81 yards, and 1 touchdown. After that, Golladay was released by the Giants and he hasn't been on the team since. Last we heard of him was in the 2023 offseason and he was being worked out by the Jets, but he didn't make the team. If you want to see more videos like this in the future, leave a comment and give me some recommendations for more video ideas. I'm going to read every comment and I'll most likely pick one for my next video. If you enjoyed, feel free to subscribe as it really helps out the channel. I'll see you guys next video.